Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yoga Healing Podcast, brought to you by my hot yoga studio. We will talk about yoga, postures, thyroid, pranayama, Ayurveda, meditation, chakras, and much, much more. I am very grateful for all of you tuning in today, and my hope is to inspire you to learn more about yoga philosophy and yoga lifestyle and about yourself. Make sure to subscribe to my podcast to get new messages and join my hot yoga Facebook page for additional tips. You can catch additional information on my website at www.myhotyoga.com. Enjoy today's message. Hello, everybody. So this episode is for those who are new to yoga or for those of you who want to try yoga but are not sure where to begin. So I'm going to cover the main questions that we get asked at the studio. However, I cannot cover everything because yoga has a 5,000 years of history and practice. So keep that in mind. You can always send us the questions through our website, or if you're local, please visit our studio. We would love to meet you. Yoga is a part of the Vedic sciences. There are multiple sciences. Yoga is a practical part of Vedic sciences. Vedic is also translates into yogic sciences. The other part is Ayurveda, and Ayurveda is a medicinal part of yogic sciences. This is also something we teach at our studio. We are heavy on well-being in Ayurveda. Nearly all yoga practice is trauma informed. So you have any sorts of trauma, physical or emotional, yoga would be really good for you. However, there are some modern modalities that concentrate more on the physical side of yoga practices. And that would be your payo, hot yoga, aerial yoga, or barre. So keep that in mind. Those will be a little bit more strenuous. And it is important to understand also that yoga is not only a physical posture. Yoga has breathing exercises. Yoga has meditation. So let's dive into what you should know before beginning your yoga journey. A common question is about yoga mats. Most studios provide rental mats, and I recommend starting with rental mat until you discover what works best for you. If your studio charges for rentals, then consider buying a simple mat from a discount store for under $10. Trust me, you don't want to invest in an expensive mat immediately because you don't know yet what style of yoga resonates with you, or how your body will respond, or what atmosphere you prefer. There's a difference between yoga mat used for traditional yoga versus yoga mat used for Pilates versus yoga mat used for hot yoga. So keep that in mind. When it comes to clothing, wear something comfortable like something you would wear to gym, to your first couple classes. And skip the socks unless you choose yoga-specific grip socks. However, I personally find those extremely uncomfortable. Yoga is practiced barefoot in most studios. That's how I like it. When I try socks, I felt like I was all over the place. At our studio, because we practice barefoot, we walk around the studio barefoot, we provide cleaning wipes for before and after the practice, and we disinfect our floors once a week on Sundays, and we touch it up throughout the week. And it could be a good question to ask if you go to your local studio, how often they clean the floors, and then decide if you'd like to wear a yoga grip socks or not. It's totally up to you. But if you're a beginner, I highly suggest start without socks. Most yoga classes will run for about an hour, and studio doors are usually locked during the session. However, if you feel lightheaded or need a break, stepping out is always an option, or you simply can just pause on your mat. Nobody's gonna judge you. At our studio, we actually provide sugary snacks and tea, and it's free of charge for those who need it, including pregnant mamas and those who drop sugar. Sometimes people can get very lightheaded. You can also bring a bottle of water, but if it's a glass bottle, make sure it has a protective sleeve, since studio floors are usually hard. While drinking water during yoga isn't inherently bad, I personally recommend hydrating before or after the practice. Drinking water during the practice can temporarily increase your blood volume, adding strain to your heart. During yoga, this strain might make your heart work harder because it's already pumping bunch of blood to your muscles. So, if you feel hydration, maybe try, if you absolutely need hydration during the class, try to take a small sips instead of large gulps. And now let's move on to choosing a studio and choosing a practice. Before committing to a yoga studio or class, take a moment to reflect. Why do you want to practice yoga? Are you seeking stress relief, physical fitness, lifestyle improvements, or spiritual growth? Your goal, whatever the answer is, your goal will help you determine the right studio and the right practice for you. Yoga is industry that unregulated in the United States, meaning anyone can become a yoga instructor or open a studio. If you don't enjoy a particular class, don't give up. Try a different studio, try a different instructor, because there are no regulation. Each teacher brings a different and unique approach, even with the same yoga style. So if you don't like this yoga style at this studio, you might actually enjoy the same yoga style at the different studio. With that said, many studios in the US refer to their classes as Hatha Yoga, and this term has become somewhat generic. Most yoga styles practiced in the US fall under this umbrella. Some studios highlight their Yoga Alliance certification. You can notice that on their website. This organization is actually not a governmental organization. They are self-regulated, and they do require instructors and studios complete 200 hours of minimum training. While it's not a government standard, this certification offers some attempt to standardization, as they require, for example, 30 hours of anatomy training, 30 hours of yoga philosophy training, and the rest of hours, I believe, they're shared between whatever yoga, whatever studio niche is, could be Ayurveda, could be prenatal, and explanation of poses. So styles of yoga, since we started talking about it. If you are a beginner, I recommend starting with slower classes like yin yoga or restorative yoga. These styles allow you for more mindful transition between poses, give you time to learn, and give you a chance to understand how this practice feels in your body. Also, slower movements engage more muscles compared to faster paced classes. From there, you might try Hatha Yoga and gradually progress to more advanced styles like Iyengar, Strength and Balance Yoga, or Ashtanga. Vinyasa Yoga, however, known for its dynamic flow, and it's a faster paced style that is best saved for later when you are more comfortable with the basics. At our studio, we follow traditional practices and do not add heat to the room. And I'm going to tell you why. According to Ayurveda, practicing in a heated environment can aggravate Pitta dosha, which is associated with heat and fire. You can listen to my earlier podcast about doshas and Ayurveda if you are interested, or you can send us questions via email or website. So this imbalance in Pitta can lead to irritability, inflammation, and other issues. Additionally, exercising in a high heat can make your muscles feel more flexible than they truly are, and this will increase the risk of injury. So this is the reason why we stick with traditional yoga. And essentially, Ayurveda emphasizes living in harmony with natural cycles and being mindful of weather and the temperature changes, which artificial heat may disrupt that connection and disrupt your body's natural ability to adapt to external environments. So, traditional yoga philosophy promotes balance, mindfulness, inner awareness, and often practiced in a calm and moderate environment. But again, it is your choice. Some people really like hot yoga and really intense exercise. Of course, yoga is consistently evolving, especially in the United States, where it's becoming more of a physical workout than a practice of inner growth. So if your goal is a workout, hot yoga might appeal to you. But I encourage you to try a variety of styles and variety of studios and varieties of instructors to see what resonates best with you. And just to note, this is really only a scratch on the surface of what yoga and Ayurveda really are all about. With nearly 5,000 years of practice, there is so much more to explore. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or feedback. We love hearing from you. And I hope this brief podcast provided you with helpful insights on what to expect and how to approach yoga practice as a beginner. Stay tuned for more upcoming episodes where I will be discussing mats, props, and how to choose the right ones. Happy New Year, and don't be afraid to try something new. Your yoga journey is just beginning. Hello, friends. Support our podcast by visiting mahatyoga.shop. It's MAHAD as in doctor, yoga.shop. And explore our handmade, uniquely designed merch and variety of Ayurvedic products. And if you want to dive deeper into Ayurveda, schedule your personalized consultation on our website consult page. We are very grateful for your support. Talk to you soon.